Hello and welcome to another episode of the Tip Balls Podcast. I'm your host, Sam Randazzo. Welcome. It is a Victory Friday here in Detroit. It was cold as shit this morning. I got in the car, it was 9 degrees. I was ready to get out of here. Huh?
It was 2.
Well, maybe out in the boonies where you live. Yeah.
When you wake up at 9:30, it's that
9:30, yeah, okay. That must be nice.
At 5:30, it was 2.
That's the Garrett Gertz schedule, waking up at 9:30. That's not my schedule. Anyways, welcome. Lions big W last night on Thursday Night Football against the Dallas Cowboys. I got a couple hosts to introduce. To my right, it is the one and only. He's Uncle Sam.
Hello.
To my left, it is our very own Mr. Zolo, Mike Palazzolo.
She was playing it on the trumpet last night. I got the end of it.
Did you?
Yeah, and there was a white one. It was a black woman playing
Yep.
it on the trumpet, and then a white kid was standing there just hitting.
What was going on?
Just hitting.
He's hitting the double fist.
hitting
Oh,
it.
some white kid was double fisting some black chick.
The Blade Icewood dance. What up, Doe? How you doing?
Speaking of our producer, Jack, already in the YouTube chat, saying that Bruce caused Poogate and that Bruce needs to be fired for causing
That's why
Poogate.
he's been cleaning.
That's
I
why.
caused
That's
Poogate.
how
Um,
the catalyst.
If anybody doesn't
My
understand,
ass.
we've had a Poogate going on at the studio the last couple of days. There was feces coming through the walls. So
The cigarette lady. There's thousands of cigarette butts.
luckily that has now been resolved.
Yeah, is there a story? And why did that fall on your shoulders?
Everything was resolved in a proper manner. It was all good.
With the law offices of X and Y?
Yes, correct.
Whose names I won't.
So today, instead of being covered in goo, our producer covered in poo. It is Bruce the
pieces.
Tugboat Venditti.
Wow, that was electric.
So much poo.
I'm not even going to my camera. But
Andy
I
in
can't see it. I can't.
Andy
see it.
H2
well,
Andy H253 on TikTok. Augustino is indeed responsible for Poogate. Facts. Shout out to you, Andy.
Andy.
You are right.
Andy,
Bruce
you seem
calls
like a guy that
Poogate.
just knows.
He
That
knows.
and the 37 feet of
Andy was
anal
too busy
beads
ripping
that was
ass
pulled out
in
of
the truck on the way back from
toilet.
the game
Why,
last
why
night.
did you not show yourself?
Because you called Poogate on me. I'm not showing myself because Poogate.
Okay, Googate.
Googate.
Maybe the
There you
toilet
go.
was
There we
gummed
go.
up with
There you
all
go.
Bruce's goo.
Hey, what's your hat say?
Michigan.
Okay.
Attaboy, Bruce. Attaboy, a good old-fashioned Walmarter. Welcome.
This was bought at Frankenmuth. It says the Great Lakes State on it.
I hear you, Frankenmuth.
Look at you. Look at you go.
Represent Michigan.
You Frankenmuth guy?
Who?
You.
You
I've
think
never
he's a
been-
Frankenmuth guy? Come
wow,
on now.
I was gonna
Hey,
say, I'm
I've
shocked.
never been there.
That's actually.
You never went to Bronner's?
I have never been.
Hold
there.
on. The food their fried chicken.
They got good
the
chicken.
Zender's fried chicken is actually the best.
It is.
I've never been to Frankenmuth.
I will
I've
say,
lived, I've lived here all my life and never been there.
did you guys go to the cheese place in Frankenmuth? No. Okay. Everybody talks a lot about, have you heard of the
Bud
cheese
shop.
place in
Bud
Frankenmuth?
shop's the shit.
Is it on Main Street, like further down?
I think so. If you're gonna,
I think.
if you're looking for cheese, you should not go to the one in Frankenmuth.
Why?
Because there's one in Pinconning. I don't know if it's Pinkening or
Yeah,
Pinconning.
Pickening.
Not Pinckney
No, Pickening.
Pinconning.
Pickening.
or Pickening.
It's off of 75 there,
It's off
right?
of 75.
Yes.
My botcher's place, Picketing.
Correct. There's a cheese shop there called Wilson's Cheese Shop.
Okay.
They have more cheese than any place I've ever seen on earth.
Oh, I've heard that.
Wilson's Cheese. I have a T-shirt from there. I make a stop there sometimes to and from Mackinac trips. Highly recommend Wilson's Cheese Shop in Pinkening.
Okay. Pickening.
I always thought it was Pinconning.
No, it's
Pickening.
It's Pinkening. Pickening.
Whatever.
They're always good at football.
Are they?
Yeah, always good. Thank you.
Wow. Wow.
Toss it.
Here we go, Bruce. Here we go, Bruce. Attaboy. Okay, we got a lot to break down and a little bit of time to do it. So here we go. First things
Bruce
first.
got his one pride hoodie on. Did you see that?
Yeah, he's pumped right
Hey,
now.
that's pretty. That's
He's
pretty
pumped
nice
right now.
hoodie
You want to know
got.
why? Because the
Put
Lions
that
are
on
so
camera.
back.
I want people to
Sporting
see
goods
that.
special right there.
I
Hold
want
on.
the people to see that.
So
Put
back
the one
is a
pride
stretch.
on there.
No.
So back is a stretch. If
That's
they
pretty
win
sweet,
next
dude.
week,
Where'd
if
you
they
get
win
that at?
next week,
Dicks.
there's a scenario where they could win the whole thing. There's a scenario
Like
where
my
they could
Motor
win the
City
North,
football
in my
hat?
opinion.
Can you guys stop with the fucking sidebar here? We're talking about this.
Oh, sorry.
Anyways, you guys are talking about Dick's Sporting Goods over a couple of dicks.
He's talking
Anyways,
about dicks. What?
okay. The Lions now sit at 8-5. Green Bay's 8-3-1. Chicago is 9-3. All right. I personally think that over the if the Lions win next week, Zolo just said it himself. If the Lions go into LA and beat the Rams, the Lions should be the favorite out of the NFC.
I don't know about that. I think they'll have a
Favorite to what?
I think they'll have a shot to win the North.
No, I
they'll have a
think
shot to win
they
the
have.
North.
Who's beating them if they beat the Rams?
Listen, here's the deal. Here's what I will tell you right now. Here's the to me, this is the ceiling without projecting too far. 12 wins this division.
100%.
You have to win all 4 to win 12.
I don't
know. They'd have to win the next 4.
I got to go 4-0.
You have to win at least 11. The only
11
one
gets you into the playoffs without question.
the only one we don't have a tiebreaker over is Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Correct.
I'm not worried about them. I think they're going to lose some games.
I think Chicago's going to lose games.
That's
too.
the question: is Chicago going to lose?
Because
games?
if we break,
Well,
this,
we'll know this weekend right here after Sunday.
I just think
with
both
Green
of
Bay
those
and
teams,
Chicago playing each
I
other.
think both of those teams aren't good. It's just that Green Bay was better than Detroit twice because they match up better. They're just better. They're just better.
if Green Bay beats Chicago both times,
They're in. They win the North,
They win the North.
but they also have a couple hard. They have some.
well, because
Like,
I'm
they
saying
play Buffalo or something. No,
that Cleveland game against Chicago's not a gimme. The Frisco game's not a gimme. Chicago does not have a guaranteed win the rest of the way.
I'll tell you who doesn't have a guaranteed win the rest.
The
of
Green Bay Packers.
Green Bay
also.
Packers.
Correct.
They maybe Minnesota, but they have Chicago this week. This is where we're truly like. I think Chicago's good. I think this is where we're going to find out how good Chicago.
Correct.
Because they go to Lambeau, a place where I don't even know when the last time they won was. They go to Lambeau, but then the Packers go to Denver. Then they play the Bears again in Chicago, which is not
Correct.
a gimme in December. And then they have Baltimore, at Lambeau on the 28th, which toss up right now, right?
Correct.
But like hypothetically, they could still. Baltimore's going to have more to play for.
Baltimore
either
can
way.
still win the division.
And then the last one for Green Bay is at Minnesota.
Okay.
That's not an easy
So
schedule.
they have, out of the last 4 games, they have 2 winnable games. Very winnable games.
I would say one.
I'd say 2.
Minnesota. Who's the other one?
Who else?
They play
did you say?
Chicago twice, Denver and Baltimore. And then
Hey, there's
Minnesota.
not a gimme in there.
I think Baltimore right now, they're in a tailspin.
No.
I don't
They-
think it's a gimme
they could
though.
possibly be Baltimore.
I don't think it's a gimme because if that's the case, we can be ambiguous on the Broncos, who haven't looked good but have the best record in the AFC.
So
Yeah.
you know,
my whole thing here is the fact that Chicago and Green Bay play each other twice. The best thing that I think could happen is that they split both of those. So neither of them gets 2 wins and neither of them gets 2 losses. That's our opening to win this division. Is if Green Bay and Chicago
if
split.
Chicago loses, it's wide open. Period.
Chicago-
This weekend.
they gotta lose.
They have to lose.
I think San Francisco's tricky, but San Francisco's got the defense to cause a lot of problems
Correct.
for Chicago. Cleveland has a defense to cause some problems for Chicago.
I mean, Cleveland beat Green Bay.
Absolutely.
And then I can't remember. Detroit.
Right.
Chicago's last one's Detroit.
That game.
God forbid it comes down.
I want to talk about that game real quick because I think the Week 18 game, Lions at the Bears, is going to decide who wins this division. I do. It's going to be at least for a playoff spot. because-
That's if Green Bay collapses down the stretch.
Well, if I think realistically for me, I think Chicago has 2 possible wins, right? If they have 2 wins, that puts them at 11 and 6, okay? Green Bay we just talked about. Green Bay has I think 1 gimme and 1 other possible win. So that's 2 for
that
them.
tie might come back to fucking haunt them.
Correct. That puts them at 10. The Lions should have at least 3. Agree or disagree?
No, I don't think it's at least. Okay, I'll give you Pittsburgh.
Minnesota.
There's no way they stumble against Minnesota again the way things are
No,
going right
no
now.
way.
The Lions are playing better ball too.
They beat Pittsburgh, they beat Minnesota, and I firmly believe that if they play the Bears week 18,
If they could take
There's
3
no way
out
they
of the
lose.
next 4,
they win.
they should be in.
3 out of 4 get 100% gets you
Should
into
be
the
into the
playoffs.
playoffs.
3 out of 4, 100%. It's a question of if 3 out of 4 gets you into wins the division.
Here's what I'm
12
worried about
wins
right now.
Wins this division.
They have 10 fucking days off right now.
That's beautiful.
This
they
scares,
need this.
This scares the shit
I know
out
it
of me.
usually
because every time they come in after being off, they get pummeled.
it would usually
pumped.
scare me too, but they so desperately need this. They so desperately need this
Dude, that's
mini
what we
bye.
said last year
to
when
get
they got
healthy.
the first round bye.
I get that.
In the
Different
playoffs.
situation. They are so nicked up right now. Okay, like Penei Sewell last night. He was not 100% healthy. You could see it. Glasgow was not 100% healthy.
Last
You could
thing
see
you
it.
want.
Amon-Ra, as good as he played last night, you know he is not 100% healthy. They so desperately need this 10 days off. if they want a chance to go into LA and
I'll tell you what surprised me was how shitty that Dallas offensive line played yesterday. They were garbage.
Hold on.
I'm going to stop you right there.
I got a counter. And
Yep.
it's him and I are going to be on the same page. That was probably the best D-line performance the Lions have
Thank
turned in
you.
all year.
yeah, but
best by
they were
far.
playing two fucking garbage tackles.
I
yesterday.
don't want to
It was,
hear it.
it was a good
What?
That was
I-
Those
I
guys
can't-
were awful.
that was the best defensive
the Dallas
performance.
the
from
Dallas
Lions so
D-line
far.
or the Dallas offensive line or excuse me.
Their tackles looked bad yesterday.
That's fine, but the Dallas
Yeah.
D-line went against a lot of crappy Lions offensive players.
The thing that I think
You know,
put
Glasgow and-
Detroit over the edge yesterday was stuffing that run game.
Yes.
Because that's what killed Philly. That's what killed all these other teams.
That was the difference in the last 2 weeks too.
Yeah.
Is something they
Stopping
did
that
well,
run.
especially against Philly, is they stopped the run so well. They didn't do it against the Giants, and they almost lost. And they
Right.
certainly didn't do it against the Packers, and they
Right.
lost. And the reason they won last night is because they did so much damage against the run. And on top of that, that opened up the pass rush. Hutchinson was back on the map yesterday, had 10 hurries.
Al-Qadim Muhammad
Al-Qadim Muhammad at
is
3.
Zolo's new favorite player.
Tyleek looked great yesterday in limited snaps. DJ Reader was, I thought he sucked the last 2 weeks. DJ Reader was great yesterday.
Agreed.
It was a good gig for
Jack
them,
Campbell.
For sure.
Jack Campbell had a really good game.
Jack Campbell.
know who
Jack
did it?
Campbell. Hypothetically, Jack
Alex
Campbell's Pro Bowler,
Anzalone.
right?
He's all pro,
Yeah.
first team
What?
all pro
Alex
linebacker.
Anzalone,
How big?
He's
how
what?
bad.
Dude, he's high school. What do you mean?
Dude, he's bad.
We've been talking about this for 4 years.
how much of an impact does Branch have? Only because even if Kirby is back in 10 days against the Rams, he's not 100% healthy, and then the Harper is in the protocol now.
This is a bigger. You can find safeties off the street. We've done this before.
So
And
you're not
Well,
worried about the
I
Branch
mean,
injury.
I'm worried in different ways, but I've said this before on this podcast, and I will say it again because I'm trying to create a viral clip. I will say it again right now. Jahmyr Gibbs, Jack Campbell, Sam Laporta, Brian Branch. You probably can only pay. I mean, it's going to take some magic to pay all 4. It's going to be tough just to pay 3 of them. To me, even before last night, the odd one out has been and will always be Brian Branch.
Do you think we get him at a huge
Jack
discount
Campbell.
now?
No, Jack Campbell's the second best.
You're not going to pay a fucking inside linebacker $20 million.
Jack Campbell is going to get a 5th-year
not gonna
option, and
happen.
he's literally the second. He's one of the. I know you don't like hearing
I-
it, but the rest of the world thinks that Jack Campbell is one of the best linebackers in football. And you just said he had a good game.
I just said he had a good game.
Yeah, no, he's very good.
Yes,
he's
but-
getting paid.
Yeah, he's not $18 million worth.
He's
No.
$18 million worth. Yeah,
He's not
and
Roquan
so is
Smith,
Jahmyr
dude.
Gibbs.
Stop.
Kirk
Stop.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
Herbstreit said that he thought Jack Campbell was the best inside linebacker in
Kirk
football last
Herbstreit
night.
needs to stick to fucking college game day.
It's
okay?
I'm
the,
just
the
saying.
numbers say
I'm just saying.
we're gonna revisit this conversation in January, but he's literally gonna be a first team All Pro. So he's getting paid. Jahmyr Gibbs is getting paid. We have seen how Goff has struggled without Sam Laporta. I think tight ends are a dime a dozen, but you know what else is a dime a dozen? A safety. And they're not paying 2 safeties $50 million. You already paid Kirby Joseph.
They need to go out and get a tight end. Because
Right,
Ross
you're talking about
Dwelly,
right now?
Yeah, right now. They need to go pull somebody off the street that's a little bit better than the Ross Dwelly experiment. I believe that. 2, do you have any thought into the rumors swirling around Darius Slay? About how he wanted to come back here,
We didn't claim him.
Always wanted to
and
come
that
back.
We didn't
that's
claim
why
him.
he
He
didn't
said that his entire
go to Buffalo.
We didn't claim him. And what does he do here, right? Like, is he okay? All right. Well, Terrion Arnold's injured. That's something I didn't factor in. That you can move Amick back to the slot, whatever. I mean, we had a full game
I don't
against
think they
Green Bay.
wanted him back.
Do you think it's worth?
They didn't. They didn't want to pick up Slay. They would have done it. Buffalo was after them in the waiver priority.
Do you think it's worth going out and finding a corner right now?
A safety, not a corner.
Okay.
A safety. And I agree with you on tight end. I just don't know.
How come
who
they
you
don't
get.
move Rock Ya-Sin to safety? He's played
That's a good
safety in
question.
college.
You're another thing you're not going to like hearing is, do you guys know who the highest graded player on defense was yesterday? It was Avonte Maddox.
Well,
He
he
had a-
came in for Branch.
He came in for
Yeah.
Branch. Well,
Well, no,
he
he came in
had
for
snaps.
Harper.
He had snaps.
He
there.
came in for Harper.
and
He was playing the Kirby Joseph.
he's playing
Correct.
the Kirby. He had a 90 yesterday. He had a very
He's
good
good
game.
against. He's good against the pass.
That's great. That's
That's
what they
where-
need.
that's where
they
he
need ball
excels.
hawks.
Problem is, you're gonna miss that run
Sorry, I'm
support
fidgeting over here.
that you get from Branch. You're gonna miss that because he's a demon when
You
it comes
do?
to those flat.
You do, but
passes and
if the D line plays as well as it did yesterday against the run, it will help. It will
Yeah.
help missing Branch. I think Brian Branch long term is the odd one out. I think the injury hurts just in the context of the Lions' injuries this year. I don't think long term, like you might not see him till the middle of the year next year, but I genuinely, but I thought they were going to trade him. I thought that one of the reasons, one of the holes to get out of this offseason and to bring assets back is like Brian Branch is a perfect trade candidate. He's not anymore because he's injured, but I'm not as worried because I've seen them do it with nothing before. I've seen him do
Right.
it. If the pass rush is there like it was yesterday, and DJ Reed and Amik Robertson are an inch better, and they were decent in the second half yesterday. The two torchings from the one CeeDee Lamb torching was decent
Yes.
coverage, and then the other one was blown
Oh, it was
coverage.
blown coverage.
Yeah,
I mean,
that was
that-
Amik Robertson,
yeah, that
right?
Didn't have
Correct.
Yeah.
That was
it
a
was
blown
just, that was just
coverage.
blown coverage. I'm
There's
not
no way a
worried.
guy's that fucking wide open. That was
Yeah,
a blown coverage.
Couple things here on TikTok from Cookie Cruz. Detroit is not going to the playoffs this year. Cookie, I'm sorry, I disagree with you right now.
Well, Cookie, we'll see there.
After last night, I'm
Got
all
2
in.
more weeks. We'll tell you the tale, bud.
Cookie, if they win 3 out of the next 4,
They're in.
They're in.
They're in.
If they win all 4, they win their division.
If they beat the Rams, it's over. It's over. Brendan DeMay said the Bears won in Green Bay Week 18 last year. Caleb led the game-winning drive.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
User 8614277104904 said
8675309.
Penn State had a home run hire. I think there's
Penn
some
State
sarcasm there, isn't it?
They hired Matt Campbell, who, if you guys recall, when Dan Campbell was
Yeah.
hired here, he led his press conference because the Lions talked to Matt Campbell. He led his press conference with, I was hoping they meant to call me instead of Matt Campbell because they interviewed Dan and Matt Campbell. And then a lot of people wanted Matt Campbell for Michigan right before Michigan went on their run the last 4 years. A lot of people wanted him. He's a good coach. Matt Campbell's a great
Yeah.
coach. We'll see how he is as a recruiter. And if you're just soliciting football podcasts to talk about Penn State because you're a Penn State fan, good for you. But you had a good coach before that you fired because he couldn't win big games. I don't know if this. You better hope that this is the guy that can get you to a big win against Ohio State or Oregon or Michigan or whoever. But that's the gist.
Mans from De Ends said the Niners currently own the NFC.
Excuse me?
I think the Niners are the 3rd best team in their division.
I agree. And granted, it's the best division in football, but still agree. You got to win your division, man. User 24823 ending in 665 says that Green Bay and Chicago will split. Chicago is this year's wolf in sheep's clothing.
I think Chicago's still good, though.
They're good, but they're just not.
Yeah, they're not going to go on a run, but
They're
they're
not.
They're good.
We don't know yet.
They, you know what?
I wouldn't
They
call them.
got.
I wouldn't call them a wolf in sheep's clothing.
They got so much. You know, I was thinking about this because I gave them credit for that Philadelphia win. That's their marquee win. That is the only.
100%.
That is the only overly impressed. They need to do it again against somebody. If they beat Green Bay this week, I will be more bought in than I
The
am right now.
NFL, week in and week out, is all matchup based. That's why you have the Rams that can lose to the Panthers and the Packers tying the Cowboys and then the Lions crush the Cow. Like that's how this works. Like different teams match up better with others. Chicago had some really good matchups against Minnesota or against Philadelphia. Guess what? You know who plays a similar style of ball as the Philadelphia Eagles? The Green Bay Packers. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage, and if Chicago's good,
Yeah.
they should be able to beat Green Bay this week.
Man from the Ends also said, doesn't matter if the Bears make it in to lose in the first round, regardless. I agree.
Maybe, but that's a big year to make the playoffs and win the division. Who cares?
Derek Morrow said, I'm in a dynasty league. Do you think it's worth trading for Xavier Worthy or just pick up Tajay Spears? If you could trade for Worthy, I probably would because Rashee Rice will probably do something stupid and get suspended. Again
I don't
next
know
year.
about you, but it just seemed this disturbing picture. Of
Yes, Tom Kennedy
He
looks
looks
just
like
like Bruce. I know.
He looks just.
I was
like
waiting for
Bruce.
that to
Look,
come up at some point today.
Yeah.
Yes, Tom Kennedy looks just like Bruce.
Shout out
he's
to
even
Tom
got that
Kennedy,
same
by the way.
Stupid
What do you
look.
have? 165 return
dog,
yards
he's
last night.
Good.
He also
is
got his
good.
face shoved in the ground. That just went over. Look.
Salt Life Bandit 65 says the Cowboys are not making the playoffs. I agree. That last night's loss,
Yeah.
it brought them down to like
That
a
really hurt
6%
them bad.
chance.
They
Yeah,
need a
they're
bunch
done.
of teams to
Loser
lose now.
loser of that game last night would have been in pretty bad shape. But in fairness to the Cowboys, I love the direction they're going in.
Derek Morrow said the Lions should pick up Jair Alexander.
Yeah, there you
So
go.
I, thought
I wouldn't
somebody
mind
picked
that.
him up already.
Did they?
I don't think anybody did.
Who are some tight ends out there?
Michael Hopper asks, RJ Harvey or Michael Wilson at flex this week? You got to roll a hot hand. Michael Wilson's been hot, dude. Now, you know what?
I'm starting both of them in different leagues.
The Cardinals, that Cardinals-Rams game, I think is going to be a sneaky one where the Cardinals stay in it and kind of keep the motion rolling.
It's divisional.
Yeah, I'm going to go Michael Wilson on that one. Anthony, good to see you. What do we expect from Lamar this week?
Is he gonna play?
It's got to be a bounce. The bounce back's got to be here,
Hold
right?
on, see if he practiced today.
Yeah, let's double check that. We'll come right back to your question, Anthony. Lysias asks, Myers or Sutton this week? Dude, Jacoby Myers. Jacoby
I think
Myers.
Myers, dude.
Lamar was full, so he'll play. He just had a vet day off yesterday, but he's not.
Against Pittsburgh, I'm rolling Lamar. I'm rolling all Baltimore there. They'll win that game.
Baltimore has to.
They've got to win that.
They got to do something. And you know what? I honestly think Cincinnati gave Baltimore as much trouble as they did last week because Cincinnati might be better than Pittsburgh is.
Correct. I
So
agree.
that's why I think this week's a little bit more favorable for Lamar. He's always been a good kryptonite for the Steelers D line.
Frisbo said Chargers might not make the playoffs. What do we think about them right now?
Here, what's his status? Is he practiced? He had surgery Monday.
Who, Herbert?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right now, the Chargers are the 5 seed, 8-4. Houston at 7-5. On to them, Pittsburgh and KC at 6-6. The Chargers this week have Philadelphia. I mean, that's not very promising, especially if Herbert doesn't play.
He was limited the last 2 days, so he'll probably play. We'll see. It's his non-throwing hand, but he had surgery.
Right.
I will say this. I agree with him as far as the Chargers go. I don't think if Herbert can go, they're done. They're done.
Well, that's the only way your Chiefs make the playoffs, so that's probably why you're praying on the Chargers'
No, I'm
downfall.
just saying, dude, without Herbert.
It's the same with your Bills.
Yeah.
Your Bills are struggling.
See, Derek Morrow agrees with me. He said, I'm hoping Green Bay wins this week because it'll make the Saturday matchup against the Bears again, the second Green Bay Bears one, way more fun to watch because that would even out that if the Green Bay beats Chicago this weekend, it evens out that playing field so much.
If it's a choice between the two who we want to win this week, the rooting guide, I think, will say Green Bay because Chicago
Correct.
has more wins.
Right.
And then you could level it out. And Green Bay has less chances at wins.
We
going
want
forward
them
than
to split.
Chicago does.
Yeah,
You know?
we need them to
They
split.
both have one sure thing on the schedule. Green Bay has Minnesota and Chicago has Cleveland. So they both have gauntlet schedules.
They need to. You know what? If
Everybody better watch out for Cleveland.
I know. I was.
Look,
thinking-
I
was
said
right.
that. I told
I
you
think they're gonna
Cleveland.
lose that game.
That's not a
Cleveland
gimme.
100% has the assets.
the
to
Bears
cause a
could
problem.
lose the
100%.
last 4. I'm just saying
Yeah.
the Bears could lose the last 4.
But I
That
thought
Cleveland
lose against
defense,
Philly,
Miles
man.
I know.
Garrett's a motherfucking monster.
H-Town Zach said the Texans are this year's wolves in sheep's clothing. Honestly,
I don't think so.
No, their defense is the real deal. You can say whatever you want about the Texans' offense, but when you have a
Yeah,
defense that good, you'll be in it against most teams.
Yeah, they have a Super Bowl caliber defense.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
No, they have the best
Their
defense.
secondary is good.
you
the
watch
best
them.
defense.
They're going to go into Arrowhead.
Stout.
They're going to go into Arrowhead and beat up on the Chiefs this week. I really think so. Yeah, you got to get that out of your head. This is not 2023.
Just when you think they're out of it, Patty Mahomes is like Michael Myers.
Whatever. That's not happening this year.
It's hard to kill them.
6-6.
It's hard to kill.
Would you love like hate a Patriots versus Bears Super Bowl? I would hate that.
I would
That
love that.
that gives me agony.
I would
not
love
worried.
that. That would remind me of 1985.
I'm
I
not
love
worried
that.
because it's not happening.
No.
Why?
Because the Patriots are not making the Super Bowl and neither are the
They
Bears.
probably are.
The Patriots are not going to make the Super Bowl.
They might.
They're not going to make this. That's
Number
too.
1 seed AFC. New
Don't
England
care.
Patriots.
Yeah. Don't you remember when Indianapolis was the number 1 seed in the AFC? Remember that was fun. Cohen Go Crazy says he has a question about fantasy football. We would
By
love
the
to
way,
hear it.
Danny Ballgame, man, been playing with a fucking fractured fibula. I didn't know that.
Well,
I didn't know that. Did you know that?
His Duke teammates 3D printed a. Yeah, I did know that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think that has a little bit to do with the little decline that we've been seeing from them.
Jared Zainga asks, start Emeka Ibuka or Lad McConkey this week?
McConkey.
Lad McConkey.
Yeah, that
I
Tampa
don't
Bay
know.
thing's coming
I
down
don't
to
know.
earth
You know
real
what?
fast, isn't it?
I
Well,
want to
hold
take
on.
it back.
Hold on.
Take
It's-
Ibuka.
At some point, I don't know if it's this week, but Mike Evans is fringe, right? Which
Right.
will only help Ibuka. It's Tampa's what? It's the Panthers this week, right?
Tampa Bay
Or is it Saints.
again.
One of the two. It's divisional.
I think it's the Saints. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time finding this game right now. It's the Saints in
Okay.
Tampa. Yeah, and honestly, I like
Sooner or later,
Ibuka.
Tampa's going to wake up here.
I like Ibuka against the Saints more than I like McConkey against Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Should I start Bucky Irving, Josh Jacobs, or the Monangi guy at flex?
Monangi.
Josh Jacobs.
I would do the Monangi guy.
No,
That guy's been a terror, dude.
Josh Jacobs. Swift took a
That-
lot of
Mike-
carries
that
away
guy's
from
been-
him.
Mike Evans
guy's been a
practiced
terror.
all week, but he's out. He was limited. It'll be probably next week for Mike Evans.
Okay.
Here we go. Bam Knight's not running on the Rams. Brissett is going to be slinging the ball. I think Michael Wilson outperforms Marvin Harrison this week. Honestly, it's hard to
Marvin
argue
Harrison's
with that.
not playing. I thought he was out.
He's questionable still.
Oh, I thought he was
questionable.
out.
User
I thought
fi-
they said he was out today.
User ending in 0322 asks Justin Jefferson or Christian Watson this week. Did you ever think we would get that question? Because that should be a non-entity
No, but
question.
Christian Watson's hot.
Is
right now.
McCarthy back this week?
He is.
He is back.
Even if he wasn't back,
I don't
would
care.
I would still take Christian Watson.
Same.
He's emerged a little bit over the last. The reason why the Jordan Love experiment sucks is because the offense is based on 50-50 balls. Christian Watson is damn good at getting those 50-50 balls, and some of them end up in the end zone. That's why I love Christian Watson. I think he's great.
Chris Godwin or Michael Pittman for flex this week?
I like Pittman.
Chris
Who do
Godwin
both
had a
play?
10 last week. For the record, Chris Godwin actually started to come to form a little bit last week. The Colts have Jacksonville, a divisional game.
That's what
Both
I
have the same record.
Right.
Honestly, I think I
Battling
would.
for the lead
Yeah,
here. I would
this
go
is
with Pittman.
whoever wins this game. Well, right now Jacksonville's in first.
Right.
Indy's in the wild card. So whoever wins this game takes the division lead. I would play Michael Pittman this week. I think that the Colts have a showout game. Ask Etienne or Jaden Reed at flex. Reed back off of injury.
How much is he going to
Dude, you got to go Etienne.
ETN.
Etienne for all the same
How much
reasons.
is he going to play?
Yeah.
You don't know.
Jacksonville has a shot to do the damn thing, and I think that's going to turn up the pressure. And as they've won some games as of late, it's because Liam Cohen has taken the ball out of Trevor Lawrence's hands, and they've been running the ball effectively. So I love ETN and even by Shell Tootin in some leagues.
Yeah, Bayshall Tootin. That's my boy. Colton asks Watson or Debo. Don't play anybody that has to
Christian
do with
Watson.
no Commanders
Christian Watson.
Why do you say that?
because nobody on the Commanders is doing anything.
Yeah.
But you might get Jaden Daniels back this week. I'm
Debo had
leaning
one
Christian
last
Watson.
week. Debo had one last week to force, or no, was it in overtime? He
Yeah.
had it in overtime.
Oh, that was McLaurin.
Someone had one to
McLaurin
force
had the big
overtime.
touchdown. I think it was in the
That
overtime.
was a great game, by the way. That Sunday night game was great.
Salt Life Bandit 65 doesn't think the Chiefs will make the playoffs. Neither do I, my friend. Neither do I.
They're not-
Like I said, you have to kill Patty Mahomes before you can say that.
Kickers.
You know, the Lions had a chance to bury them early in the year and couldn't kill it.
It's because the Lions didn't have the offense.
They couldn't kill him.
to get the job.
They couldn't kill Patty Mahomes. They had a chance to knock them out early.
Kicker
6 and
scores
6.
more than my quarterback and wide receiver. They're one from B. Minshew one. Yes,
That happened to everybody this
probably
week.
went
who played
against
Aubrey.
Brandon Aubrey
Yeah.
or Jake Bates, who both had big games.
Brandon Aubrey had a 26 in our league. Anthony said, will the Bills versus Bengals this week be a shootout? I have Burrow going against Gibbs, sadly. Listen to me.
That could be a lot of fun. That game.
That game, to me, is the best game on the week, number one. And number two, the over in that game was like, it's a 53 over, and I see it flying past that. I think you're going to have no defense played.
Where's it at?
It's in Buffalo. You're going to have a sling show.
Old ass Buffalo.
Buffalo's a 6-point favorite. I am going to take Cincinnati in that game for the record.
Probably running out of games there.
I'm just going to say, I think that game is, you're going to have
Let me
just
ask you a
nothing
question
but
here.
offense.
Let me ask you a
They
quick
got the
question.
last one.
Mm-hmm.
If Buffalo loses this game,
Doesn't matter.
what do you think? What do you think their chances are then in the last?
You want the truth?
Yeah.
They're toast. Because 2 of their last 4 are against the Patriots, who they've already lost to on the road, and the Eagles. That one's at home. But then they play a Jets team the last game at Highmark Stadium, the end of the year. That's going to give them fits.
Cleveland.
And they play Cleveland at Cleveland. That's like D-lines have given. The reason the Texans beat them is because
The
that
D-line play.
Texans D-line was causing a lot of problems for Buffalo's offensive line. And when I look at these teams, not so much the Bengals, and it's in Buffalo, good for them. Patriots, good D-line. Browns, good D-line. Eagles, good D-line. Jets, decent D-line. I think they're toast. I think both of those teams are toast.
Cincinnati's going to give them every ounce of it this week, just because it's going to be a track meet.
Here's the thing: when Joe Burrow starts to heat
That's
up,
what I'm saying. It's going to be a track meet.
and we just don't know when. I think it could be this weekend, but if they're unable to get to him and they're able to protect him a little bit, I think that game could be an absolute barn burner.
Joe Burrow is one of the best gamers. Like, he's Tom Brady. He's one of the best with skill. He's Tom Brady with athleticism. He's one of the best gamers that the league has ever seen. He's got to be licking. Sorry.
Go
Oh,
ahead.
it happens.
He's got to be licking his chops to have a shot at some of these teams and ruin their seasons going forward.
Oh, yeah.
He's got to be like so fired up. He has T. Higgins back this week.
Yeah.
Watch out.
Watch
Dakota
out.
Barr just asked Bucky, Derrick Henry, or Higgins at flex. Not T.
Henry.
Higgins.
Derrick Henry.
I agree with Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry's on fire right now.
I agree with Derrick Henry.
Okay. I was
Uh,
going to say Higgins, but okay.
T. Higgins?
Yeah, if he's
It's
back.
questionable. He's banged up.
Yeah.
One Bite Reviews asks Maganagi or Swift.
Maganagi.
I know this is unpopular here. I'm still leaning DeAndre Swift. I just think that the Managi thing, Swift was banged up. Swift looked healthy last week. I think it's going to still
I
be
think them
Swift's
getting
thing
a
going forward.
50-50 split is the best thing that could happen. to
Agreed. For
Swift.
both of them, to be honest.
Yeah.
The higher upside belongs to DeAndre Swift.
Agreed. Dusty MFer asks, are they going to give Gibbs a break at any point?
They don't have to.
Give him a break. What does that mean?
Like, are they just going to keep running him?
Here, you want a stat? David Montgomery outrushed Jahmyr Gibbs last night.
Yeah.
Not by much, but he outrushed him. So I would call that a
Yeah,
break.
but Gibbs had fucking 77 yards receiving. I mean,
It's true.
7 catches.
Right.
True.
Actually, they should do more with that. That pisses me off that they weren't doing that earlier in
Yeah.
the
You
season.
talk about the screens? You talk about the
Fuck
Gibbs
yeah,
screens?
dude.
So they
Fuck
did it
yeah.
in the first half last night. It worked like crazy. And then something else I absolutely love that they've been doing over the last 2 weeks that if they did more of last week, they would have won. You know that play where the running back will go and chip a block and then go out like in the middle of the, like he'll be 5 yards in where the linebackers usually are. He'll be 5 yards and he'll turn around and go out for a pass. That works every time the Lions run it, and it works for 5 yards every time they run it.
Right.
And you don't need a lot of time to set it up. It is a check down. It is
It's
a
a
check
little
down.
2-step drop and dump it over the middle. And
Right.
Well, no. It
Right.
takes a second, but
Yeah.
you're baiting them with what's downfield, and it causes Gibbs to be open or whoever to be open in the, like 5 yards in, and it's a good way. Like it's a good way to help like stay on schedule, right?
You know, who runs that play more than anybody?
The Chiefs.
The Rams and the Chiefs both run that play. Karen Williams is the same way, dude. That little dump off to him, right in the middle of the field.
J Benz 110 asks, do I start Purdy or Love this week? So that would be Brock Purdy going up against. Where's San Francisco?
Who's they playing?
If I'm not mistaken, I could have
Seattle?
swore that Frisco was on a bye this week.
Oh, I think they are.
Yeah.
They are on
They
a bye.
benched Kittle. They are.
They are on a bye.
Yeah.
Frisco's on a bye, so that one's easy enough.
Okay.
You're going to start Jordan Love? Bills making the playoffs and will be dangerous as the wild card team from William Soto.
No, maybe. And
yeah.
Number two.
No, I agree with that.
Maybe, and then number two is no. I have the standings out right now. Buffalo is in 7th at 8-4. So today they would be playing the Broncos in Denver, which is a rematch of the first round matchup they had last year,
Right.
except in Denver. Denver went there last year. They'll be playing the Broncos in Denver. That's right now. Like I said, I could see the Bills losing 2 more games at least, maybe more. So they're 8-4, and Houston's right on their ass at 7-5. I think Houston has a chance to not only win their division, but then it gets tricky there. Like, does the South get 3 teams in the AFC? I don't think so. I think the Colts end up losing a lot of games. But it's tricky right now. They need the Bills and the Chiefs and the Steelers, for that matter, or the Ravens, need the bottom half. They can't have the South get 2 or 3 teams in.
Correct.
Problem.
They need them to collapse.
Yeah, they need realistically 2 collapses.
Yeah.
There's no scenario where Buffalo and Kansas City get in. That's not going to happen.
Oh, asked bench one. T. Higgins, Jalen Waddle, Michael Wilson, Devonta Smith. For me, it's easy. It's Devonta Smith.
Who does
Yeah,
Philly play this week?
I agree. Bench Devontae.
Philadelphia against the Chargers.
Devontae Smith
Yeah.
Higgins.
You'd bench T. Higgins?
Yeah.
over Devontae Smith.
Devontae Smith has been really good.
SFC Acosta
Another one of
says
those 50-50 ball guys, and he gets them.
Yeah.
SFC Acosta said it will be snowing in Buffalo on Sunday. Allen is going to have a feast. If there's snow,
I hope so. Yeah.
yeah, then I think you'll have a big game out of Buffalo. Pick two between Christian Watson, Michael Wilson, Scary Terry, and Zay Flowers.
Terrence, Christian
Terrence,
Watson,
Terrence.
Michael Wilson, Scary Terry, and Zay Flowers.
Christian
I
Watson,
like Michael
Wilson.
Wilson
Yeah, first
and
Christian Watson.
Terry McLaurin. I like Terry McLaurin, dude, coming forward here.
I like the first two. It's tricky. How much longer are we going to get the Marcus Mariota experience?
I hope not much. He's questionable. Jay Nails is questionable. Last time I looked for fantasy, he had a projected point total. So
Who did?
Jaden Daniels.
Okay.
So you might get Jaden Daniels.
We're
this week.
looking to play him.
Salt Life Bandit, thanks for the follow, my friend. CMC is on a bye. Do I go with Neal or Rodriguez? Who is Neal? And why am I having an issue trying to remember who Neal is?
Devin Neal, running back, New Orleans.
For who?
New Orleans.
Orleans?
Chris Rodriguez. Give me Chris
Rodriguez?
Rodriguez. Yeah.
Chris Rodriguez is actually a viable start.
I know.
option in a lot of
Yeah,
leagues.
I don't know this. The Neal kid, I don't even. Oh, yes, we do answer questions. Thank you for asking. The Real Carlos 210 asks Dalton Kincaid or Jawan Johnson?
Juwan Johnson.
I'm going Dalton Kincaid.
I like
Cincinnati gives up the most.
Saints play Tampa.
Yes, there was some fucked up stat I saw that any out of 7 games this year, Buffalo or Cincinnati has given up the most points to tight ends in 7 games. Cincinnati does not know how to cover a tight end. Play Dalton Kincaid. I made the mistake. I should have picked up Dawson Knox instead of Ross Dwiley, and I made that mistake. That was my bad. Shout out to PJ for that stat, by the way. Andrew Hole says, I have Higgins, Rice, A.J. Brown, Olave, and Harvey. I need 2 wide receivers and a flex. Higgins, Rice, A.J. Brown, Olave. Pick 3, essentially. Rice, Olave, Higgins.
There you go.
And leave A.J. Brown on your bench.
I don't know why you'd bench A.J. Brown, dude.
Well,
I had
then
a
you
monster
pick
game
your
last
3.
week.
Pick your 3.
I'd say A.J. Brown, Rice, and who was the last one?
Olave, T. Higgins.
Olave.
Here we go. Yeah, here we go. We're getting caught up here almost. Brendan Strange or Dalton Kincaid? I'm still sticking with Kincaid, yeah.
Strange. Brendan Strange.
Dude, the guy hasn't. Has the guy even played a game since he's been back off injury?
What are you talking about? He played last week.
What'd he do?
I have him.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking you what he did, and you don't know, so it wasn't that impressive. He probably had a
I think
fucking
7.
4. What?
7?
7, yeah. Give me Kincaid. Again, Cincinnati in 7 games this year has given up the most points to tight ends.
Hold on. I'll tell you right now.
Start 2. T. Higgins, Waddle, Michael Wilson, Devonta Smith. We already answered this for you,
Oh, he put 2 up last week.
There we go.
7 a week.
Yeah, let's go with Kincaid.
Oh, I'm sorry. No. 11 and 12.
I'm still going Kincaid.
Okay.
Daniel Jones, Jaden Daniels, or C.J. Stroud this week? That's a tough one.
Repeat it.
Daniel Jones, Jaden Daniels, or C.J. Stroud this week? And I, honest to God, that one is so hard for me.
I would say Stroud at this point. Who are they playing?
God,
Texas playing?
that's so hard to do, though. You got Houston this week going against Kansas City. You've got Indianapolis against Jacksonville, and you got Washington against Minnesota. I hate the Jaden Daniels thing coming back off injury against Minnesota's defense. Honestly, I'm going to say Daniel Jones against Jacksonville is my favorite matchup.
I thought Jacksonville's defense played.
You like Daniel Jones against Jacksonville or Stroud against Kansas City?
I like Stroud against Kansas City.
I think it's Stroud.
Then you go Stroud.
Jacksonville's defense is playing really well.
Pierce Olave or Devontae Smith? Zolo, I'll give you that one.
Chris Olave.
Michael Poniros, Flowers or Myers?
Kobe Myers.
Agreed with Jacoby Myers. Colin asks, A.D. Mitchell, Scary Terry, Debo, or Devin Neal? Honestly, I love the A.D. Mitchell thing. I don't think I'd play him over Scary Terry, though.
He played really. He's getting a lot of targets, dude. A lot
Who?
of targets.
Which one?
Mitchell.
Yeah, I know.
Mitchell got hammered. What did he get? 10 targets last week.
Raven 2016. Thanks for following. Shannon, and then we're going to pick some games after this one. Shannon asks, Colston Loveland or Pittman? I also have Jonathan Taylor and Tyler Warren. Do you start 3 guys from the same team?
No.
Go
Very-
Loveland.
Very risky. Got to be a high flying offense.
Okay, Andrew Hull, I'll answer this question because we usually don't get defensive questions. Colts, Commanders D, or Eagles D this week? So that's Colts against Jacksonville, Commanders against Minnesota, or Eagles against, why am I having a moment here? Eagles against the Chargers. Honestly, and I know this is going to be unpopular, I'm taking Washington's defense against Minnesota because 9's going to go out there and throw that shit around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
Okay, let's pick a few games before we close today out. Real quick, where should we start? We don't have a Lions game to pick, so with that being said,
By the way, a little food for thought. The last time Cincinnati played Buffalo at Buffalo, Cincinnati put the throttle on them.
yeah.
Just telling you.
When
Joe Burrow had a hell of a game in that game.
when?
Wasn't that the DeMar Hamlin game?
Well, you're going back 3 years.
Was that the DeMar Hamlin game?
Might have
when
been
they
the
put
DeMar
throttle on
Hamlin
him?
game. Might have been the DeMar Hamlin game.
Anyway,
Indianapolis heading to Jacksonville to play the Jaguars. Again, both these teams tied. Currently, Jacksonville in first place. Colts are in second. The winner of this game, if Jacksonville wins, they're firmly in lead of the division. If Indy wins, they flip. Indianapolis, 1.5 point favorite. Over unders 46. Uncle Sam, who do you got?
taking Indy. Taking Indy in the over.
The flipperoo, eh?
Yeah.
The old
I just
flipperoo.
think that they need this game. They don't get this game, I think they're done. They're toast. You can throw the dirt right on
This
them.
does feel like a must win.
This is a Jonathan Taylor fucking
go
300-yard game. Yeah.
Zolo,
Jacksonville.
these two teams do play each other again in 3 weeks.
Jacksonville's defense is, I don't want to go, oh, they're the real deal, but they're getting it done and they're running the ball effectively. And I think that's a really good way to beat the high flying Colts offense as you take the ball out of their hands.
You got any money props going here? Got any props?
Go, you got a prop? Give us a prop.
And Alec Pierce anytime touchdown.
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Indianapolis in this game as well. The only reason why is because I'm looking at Indianapolis' schedule. Next week they go to Seattle, then they host San Francisco, then they host Jacksonville, then they go to Houston. The Colts season is over. It was fun while it lasted. They'll get this win and then lose the Final Four. So give me the Colts, and I'm gonna take the under in this game. I personally like a Bayshall Tootin' anytime in this.
Oh, God.
Give me the Bayshall Tootin' anytime.
Jerk him off.
Bruce.
I'm gonna go with Indy in the over.
Ooh.
I hear you.
We got another divisional game here. Pittsburgh heading to Baltimore to play the Ravens. Baltimore 5.5 point favorite. Over unders 43.5. Zolo, go ahead.
Baltimore.
Baltimore, more Baltimore.
Yeah, they're not going to, I don't think they're going to choke this division. I think they have the most experience. I think they have the best player personnel, and I think they have Pittsburgh's number. I think Baltimore wins this one, and I think Baltimore takes it en route to winning the division. Give me the Ravens.
I'm taking Baltimore. I'm taking Derrick Henry to score 2, and I'm taking the over. Uncle Sam.
Taking Pittsburgh. Taking Pittsburgh.
You want to see Aaron Rodgers die.
I'm
don't
sorry?
You want to see him die.
No,
this
I'm
year.
taking Pittsburgh. I think that defense has something to prove after they got their asses lit up last week. So I'm taking Pittsburgh.
Bruce?
Ravens. Ravens.
Shout out to Carl.
Shout out to Carl G. Shout out to third.
Throw the dirt on him, Carl.
Next up, we got Cincinnati heading to Buffalo to play the Bills. Buffalo 5.5 point favorite. Over unders 53. Uncle Sam.
Taking the Bengals. Taking the Bengals, upset the Bills at home.
I am also taking the Bengals to upset the Bills at home. I am taking the over, and I think you're going to have a huge game out of Jamar Chase. I would take the over on the yardage total. I would take a Jamar Chase anytime,
I agree, Zolo.
all the way. I would also take the James Cook anytime in this game.
It's hard to do it after the two of you already did it, but
Do it. If you got to do it, do it.
I think Buffalo wins this one, but then they end up winning. They end up losing the ones that I said they're going to lose. They're going to lose to Philly. they're going to lose to New England, and I think they lose one more game somewhere in there as well. I think they lose 3 of the 5 then of the year, and
I know it's fucked up.
Sean McDermott gets fired. They bring back Brian Dable.
I think they win all the games you said they'll lose, but they
Brian
lose this
Dable?
one.
In Buffalo? Oh,
Who's-
shit.
He was the offensive
Oh,
coordinator.
he likes that idea now. Now he's all in. Bruce?
This is. I'm gonna take the Bills as well.
Oh, I hear you. I hear you, Bruce.
Wow.
There's so
Both
many,
Bills haters just took the Bills.
There's so many avenues where Cincinnati could take this game, though. There's a lot.
It's a
of avenues.
50-50 shot for me, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This might be one of the. This is going to end up being one of the more entertaining games of the week.
I think so, too.
If it's
I
no,
think
This is the
different
game
story.
of the week.
Yeah.
Chicago is heading to Green Bay to play the Packers. Green Bay,
Gay.
6.5 point favorite. Over unders 44.5. Uncle Sam.
He meant Green Gay.
Oh, go ahead, Zolo. You pick it.
I think that the Packers win the first one.
I agree that the Packers win the first one, and this game will take the under.
I'm taking Chicago. I'm going to take Chicago here.
You're just doing that to be different.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
Take
'Cause you can't
Chicago.
give us a good reason.
Listen to me. Listen, they're hot. They're hot. They're hot.
You know what? You are so
Right.
full of
Managua,
shit. Your eyes
anytime
are brown,
touchdown.
Magagag.
That little African kid, anytime
Munanag,
Little
touchdown.
African kid.
He's great.
Listen
He's
to me.
great. He's a
Listen to me.
power
Hey,
runner.
hey,
I
hey.
like that. He's
Hey.
the David Montgomery of the Chicago Bears.
You're an asshole
Why?
because all you do is talk shit about Caleb Williams,
I don't like Caleb.
and now
Williams.
all of a sudden he's
I
your
think
savior.
he's trash.
Whatever.
He's the next coming of Patty Mahomes.
Listen, he thinks you're trash. Okay.
I don't give a
Bruce.
fuck.
I'm gonna take Chicago as well.
I hear you, Bruce.
Whatever, dude. You fucking.
I
suck.
hear you. I want to get some of what you're smoking.
Next up, we got the Houston Texans heading to Arrowhead to play Kansas City. KC a 3.5 point favorite. Over unders 41.5. That's a low over under for a Kansas City game.
I'll bite on it. I'm going with the Texans. Defense is too good. You're going to see a side of Mahomes you didn't know existed this week in a bad way.
Houston money line. I don't want the 3.5. I'm taking Houston straight up. I am taking the under. I know it's stupid low at 41.5. I'm hammering that under. Houston all the way. Mahomes just scrambles for his life.
Patty Mahomes.
It's going to be fantastic. I can't wait to watch it. Give me Houston all the way.
I'm taking the Chiefs.
Yeah, I know.
Patty Mahomes. The road to the Super Bowl goes through Arrowhead.
Such an asshole. So when they go under 500 after this week, you'll buy in, right? That they're done.
Well, when they're done, they're done.
Oh, so until they're
Until
eliminated
then-
from
until
playoff
then,
contention, you
I
suck.
told
dude.
you, man.
You're such
Patty
a ball
Mahomes
gargler.
is like fucking Jason Voorhees.
Whatever.
He cannot be killed.
Bruce picked the game.
I'm gonna take the Texans in this one.
Thank you. Somebody here's smart. You just hear me tell Bruce he's smart.
Listen to me right now.
He's not
When Patty
wrong.
Mahomes
He's not
ass
wrong.
pumps them, you all owe me an apology.
No way. And then finally, we have Monday Night Football. Philadelphia at the Chargers. Philly's a 2.5 point favorite. Over unders 41.5. That 2.5 point favorite leads me to believe that Vegas knows that Justin Herbert is going to play, because if you were getting who's back of the Easton stick, that would be a much wider margin. This one's going to be a tough one, truly.
If Justin Herbert plays, I'm taking the Chargers because you know who is out no matter what. Who plays?
Jalen Carter.
Jalen Carter's out.
Carter's out.
He had
Dead.
double shoulder surgery.
I should be probably paying that Vidal guy. I got him in the other league.
It's just 1 week for Jalen Carter. He'll be back next week.
I should be playing Vidal then.
Yeah, he's probably going to run all over him.
He's going to run all over.
I like the Chargers. I think they're going to have some good juju at home. Harbaugh tends to win big games. He's won the ones that people have picked against them in, and I think Philly's going to be. I just don't think Philly's that good. I think they're going to be reeling after that loss last week. The blueprint is there to beat them. Chargers have an offense and a physical offensive line that could get the job done. It's just a matter of if their defense can hold up, and I think it will. I think the 2 deep safeties that Jesse Minter runs will look just fine against Devontae Smith and
Chargers
Co.
over Keenan Allen anytime.
Just break your piece.
I just broke my. Go ahead.
What?
You going to pick it?
I already did.
Who'd you take?
Who do you think I took?
Yeah, you're such a.
Taking Philly, baby.
You got a little bit of Jalen Carter's big black ball bag on
Taking
your
Philly.
chin.
I still think Philly's a better. I think they're healthier than the Chargers. That's why I'm taking Philly. even without Carter.
Bruce.
This is another one. I think I agree with Uncle Sam when I take Philly.
You suck, dude. Hate it. Hate it. Real quick. Kata Mari 47 on YouTube asks, start Baker or Caleb this week? So that's Baker against the Saints or Caleb against Green Bay?
It's Baker.
I agree with Bake Shop there. Joe Venditti said it's Bruce Kennedy. Indeed, Bruce does look like Tom Kennedy. With that being said, I would like to thank you guys so very much for listening to this episode of the Tip Balls Podcast. We will be back on Tuesday, right around 5. If you haven't yet, follow our socials, Instagram and Twitter at Tip Balls, TikTok at Tip Balls Podcast. TikTok is where we do the most interaction. Please follow us there. Watch us live there. But subscribe to the YouTube so you can get notified when we go live. It's going to be Tuesdays and Thursdays right around 5. Thank you guys so much. We'll be back Tuesday, ready to go. Enjoy a weekend of football. See you then.